We are back now looking at some more NBA trends in this video. So far we have posted 2 NBA trend videos. We have been 9-5 in those. We've cashed 9 out of 14 plays. And 3 of those losses, by the way, were all from the New Orleans Pelicans. So safe to say we are taking no more New Orleans Pelicans. But we've had a good start so far to these trend videos. Let's hop in and let's keep cashing. We've been crushing it all NBA season. We are over 60 units of profit in the NBA this year. To put that into perspective, if you had $10 on every NBA play since the start of the year, you would be over $640 of profit. We have been killing it in the DubClub. You can get all the plays right now for free down in my description. There's a 2-day free trial available, which you can cancel at any time. It includes Discord chat and also gives you access to my contributors' plays as well as my plays. That's plays from these 4 contributors here who all crush their plays. These guys are all awesome. I'm over $5,000 of profit on prizepicks. There's no reason not to join right now with a 2-day free trial down in my description. We're going to get to these trends here in just a second. I got 4 of them for you in this video. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's my second channel. My main plays have already been posted to the main channel. That channel is, of course, called DOMG Props if you are new here. Make sure you subscribe and have those post notifications turned on so you get in before these lines do end up getting bumped. Let's get to these plays here. The first player I like here on the prizepicks board for the trends tonight is going to be over in the rebounds category. That's because tonight I like Walker Kessler over 11.5 rebounds against the Phoenix Suns. This is the first trend that I like here. Kessler is over in 7 of his last 10 games, as you can see here, and is over in 49% of games this season. You also see here that Walker Kessler has gone over his rebounds in 5 straight games against bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. So he has a 100% hit rate in those 5 straight games against bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed per game. The Suns here, they rank 21st at 44.8 rebounds given up per game to centers. They rank even worse. They rank 26th at 13.8 given up per game. And his rebound chances have just skyrocketed these last 3 games, as you can see. He's had 25, 26, and 23 rebounds in these games. We also took him in the last trend video that I posted. His minutes here have also been increasing, though, which is why those rebound chances are jumping up so much. He's had 33, 34, and 35 minutes. And you can see here that even some of these matchups are tough, like the Orlando Magic, and also teams like Memphis or even Minnesota. So this year, though, against the Suns, he had 13 rebounds against them in 31.2 minutes. So a pretty good showing right there in that game. Earlier this year, though, he did play 33.5 minutes, but it was a much different role right there. That was only back in December, but he did have a rough game the first time he played the Suns this year. But in games this year where he plays at least 30-plus minutes, he's over in 68% of games there. But also what I love here is that Drew Eubanks has been traded from this team. Without Drew Eubanks this year, he is over this in 7 out of 12 games. So if you adjust the minutes here to games where he's played at least 28-plus or 30-plus minutes, he's been even better, over in 6 out of 9 games this year, with one of those games being a hook. So he's over in 5 of those last 6 games with 30-plus minutes and no Drew Eubanks on the team. It is a good matchup here against the Phoenix Suns on paper. He's able to cash against them earlier last month. So I think it's a great spot for Walker Kessler tonight to go over his rebounds against the Phoenix Suns. But now let's get a first half play here on the prizepicks war. So instead of the NBA, we're heading to the NBA first half category. And this time I'm going to go with Jarrett Allen on the prizepicks board over 13.5 first half PRA. In his last 5 games, he's over in 3 of his last 5, averaging 16 PRA. In the first half, let's take a look at why I like him so much on the over. He's over in 59% of games this year. But you can also see here that he's been over in 4 of his last 5 games against bottom 10 defenses for points allowed per game. He gets to play Washington today, who is a great matchup. They rank 30th in points per game and rebounds per game, and then 25th in assists allowed per game. They rank even better for assists in the first half this year. Center specifically, they rank 30th and 26th, so it's a great matchup here for him. In the past against Washington, he's only played them twice this year, actually 3 times this year. He's had 19, 9, and 16 first half PRA. He did have 9 in one of those games there, only had 5 points and only 3 rebounds. I'm really not super concerned about that though, but they're on the road here against Washington. They are 17.5 point favorites. And even so they win this year, and especially by big margins, like even like 9 plus, 10 plus points, he's just even better here because you're avoiding the blowout of the full game, which is what makes these first half plays so good, especially when you take players from good teams like Cleveland who just have massive spreads and massive blowout potential. You have to kind of avoid that here because he's over in 59% of games this year. But if you look at his full game PRA, if you were to go to that here, where is it? Here it is. So instead of 59% hit rate, it's a 47% hit rate just because of blowouts and things like that. If you go to games where he's won by like 10 plus points there or just even more, the hit rate goes down, but actually normally goes up if you take the first half because you're avoiding the blowout. So even if you adjust the minutes here also, by the way, to where he's playing at competent minutes here, the hit rate just goes up 79%. You also adjust it to games where they win by huge margins, things like that. So like even just 9 plus point wins, he's only missed this one time with like, playing competent minutes in the first half, like 13 plus. So overall, it's a great spot for Jarrett Allen and a good matchup against Washington. Give me the over for his first half PRA tonight. Before we get to my next play here, if you're not already on DraftKings Pick 6, it's available in most states, 18 years and older, and is a new DFS app from DraftKings. So that means if you have prize picks in your state, there's a good chance that DraftKings Pick 6 is also in your state. You also get some awesome welcome offers if you use my promo code DOMG. Link to join is down in my description. You get a Patrick Mahomes free square on the board when you sign up at half a passing yard. You also get this awesome promo right now. It's play $5, get $59 instantly, and Pick 6 credits, which are essentially promo funds, kind of like prize picks offers. They also have some awesome promos going on all the time for all users, basically. There's players turning $25 into $3,000 on this app, so get it for yourself down in my description. Use promo code DOMG to get access to the free square and that $59 instantly. We're going to stay on the first half category for this next play, but you can play the full game PRA on sportsbooks or any other app out there. But I do just kind of prefer the first half because he is a much better first half player. That is Jalen Wilson. Over 7 first half PRA against the Miami Heat tonight. Let's take a look at why I like him so much over his first half PRA. You can see that this year, Jalen Wilson has had at least 7 first half PRA in 66% of games this year. He's been very, very good. By the way, all these poachers here are marked as losses, which is why I bumped this line down to 6. This is just how many games he's had at least 7, 66%. But he also adjusts this to where he's playing competent minutes because his minutes have been up lately also, by the way. He's been playing very, very high first half minutes as of late. They also have a ton of trades and things like that too. It just makes this an even better spot. You should be able to adjust this even more, by the way. That's a little bit more like it. You can see he's had at least 14 plus in a ton of straight games. So games where he's playing like those 14, 12 plus minutes actually. He's had at least 7 PRA in the first half in 74% of games. Those have a ton of guys out, like Ben Simmons is, trying to get away from the Nets now. I think he's already off the team technically. He's been great this year without Ben Simmons. You can see games without Cam Thomas and Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic is definitely not who I meant to click there, but you also just factor in a lot of these guys being out basically. So like Cam Thomas and Ben Simmons being out, he's over in 8 out of 9 games when he plays at least 14 minutes. He's been great this year. He does have a tougher matchup here against Miami, but I'm not super concerned about that. What I do love here is that he's over this in 6 straight games, and his bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. Get a couple of rebounds in the first half here. He's the opportunity to grab like 2 or 3 rebounds in the first half, which is close to 50% of his PRA mark, which they allow a ton of rebounds per game at 24, and then 22nd for assists allowed. They rank 7th points per game, but I'm not super concerned about that. To power forwards, though, they rank 16th in points allowed per game and 23rd in rebounds allowed per game. So I think Jalen Wilson is a very nice spot here for the Brooklyn Nets against the Miami Heat tonight in the first half. And finally, for my next play, we're going to head back to the NBA category this time around. Now, this one could be played on pretty much all apps out there, but you can't find the normal line on Prize Picks since they want to be scummy. If you watch the main play video from this morning, I liked Collier here over 11 rebounds and assists. He's since been bumped to 11.5. Don't really love that here. I do like the 6.5 assist Goblin, though, on Prize Picks. I would be shocked if he missed this line tonight. I've been taking him time and time again, and he keeps coming through for me here. So Collier has had at least 7 assists in 39% of games this year, but in the last 20, he's had it in 13 of his last, 15 games. He's had at least 7 assists. He's been great. And the Phoenix Suns here ranked 12th in assists allowed per game. What I also want to focus on here is the injuries and the players traded from this team. You have a couple of guys gone like Drew Eubanks like we looked at earlier, but also Jordan Clarkson is gone, which is a huge help here because in games where he's played at least 28 plus minutes here, he's been over in every game without him this year. Also, I'd even factor in Colin Sexton being gone because without Sexton this year, he's had 10, 11, and 11 assists. So he's in a great spot tonight because his minutes have been insane without him. This game here was just a kind of an outlier game. It was a little bit earlier January, but lately he's been playing a ton of minutes, by the way. If you look at it, he's been playing like 32, 35 minutes the last 2 games. Hope this game does stay close. It is an 8.5 point spread, but if this game does stay close and he sees those full minutes, I don't doubt that he will have at least 7 assists tonight, but I really think there's an opportunity for him to drop at least 10 assists in this one again. So I think Collier's in a great spot. Give me the over for his assists tonight in the NBA. Thank you for watching. To recap my picks for this trends video is Walker Kessler over 11.5 rebounds, Jared Allen over 13.5 first half PRA, Jalen Wilson over a 7 first half PRA, and Isaiah Collier over 6.5 assists. Love these plays here. We've hit 9 out of 14 so far, and 3 of those losses, by the way, were from the Pelicans. So we're staying away from the Pelicans. Hate that team. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. Get all of my plays and my Flex Friday entry tonight. 2-day free trials available in my description. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Have those post notifications turned on so you don't miss my next NHL or NBA trends video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.